Whether you know it or not, society has set you up to fail, and here's why. Society has conditioned your brain to think that failure is the enemy and should be avoided at all costs. The school system gave us these false expectations of reality that you should never fail. This is where everyone fucks up, because how do you expect to progress if you never face failure? No one is going to achieve everything they want in life on the first attempt without facing failure. It's just not going to happen. Society has conditioned our brains to avoid failure at all costs, which makes us not want to chase our dreams because it's too difficult. Failure is a good thing and should not be avoided. If you're scared of failure, scared of what people are going to think of you, then you are never going to accomplish the things you want in life. No one launches their first business and makes $1 million on their first attempt. No one just joins the gym instantly and instantly knows what to do and looks jacked and shredded in just a few months. It's not realistic, and so many people will quit after their first or second failure, which is crazy because what if on your third attempt that it works out? You would never know because you stopped. It's either you win, keep going forward, or you quit. There's no in between. Society undermines your ability to grow and progress and unlock your fullest potential because it tries to scare people away from achieving big things. It scares people away from doing things that they might be bad at. Like, just because you're bad at something, that doesn't mean you shouldn't try, especially for a beginner. The amount of times I've heard people say, oh, I suck at working out. Oh, I suck at prepping my meals, so I don't even need to try. It's like you're missing the entire point because everyone starts from somewhere. You don't need to be good at everything before you even try. It's not realistic, yet so many people don't try because they don't feel like they'll be successful at it on their first attempt. It's like, no shit, you're gonna be bad. You've never done it before. But look, man, I'm not perfect either. For the longest time, I wasn't scared of failure. I wouldn't take action on the things I know I should be doing. I knew I wanted to do something to make a living for myself for the last 5 years, but I didn't take action until not too long ago because I was scared of failing. No one was around me trying to stray away from the pack, achieving big things, so I thought it was the normal thing to do just to follow what everyone else does. I never questioned anyone or myself because I thought it was the normal thing to do. I didn't have anyone to look up to or anyone to tell me that I could achieve these things. I had no one to tell me that what I wanted to do was possible. And still to this day, people tell me what I'm trying to accomplish, what I'm working towards, is not possible, and if it does work out, it's just gonna be luck. I used to get super discouraged about that because I was like, man, what if they're right? I fail and then they're right. I'm gonna feel like an idiot. But as I've gotten older, I've had definitely a lot of epiphanies. And one of the biggest epiphanies I've had is that it's either you quit or you keep going and you win. And who cares how long it takes? If it's gonna take me 5 years to get to where I wanna be, then so be it. Even 10 years. Like, I just started thinking about it logically because I see hundreds of people online who are less qualified than me who have made it work. So I think to myself, why can't I do it? If they can do it, so can I. And this is a mindset I wish I had much earlier. But I can't go back in time because I think everything in my life has happened for a reason. And that's the mentality you need to have. That if someone else can do it, so can you. Like, I can guarantee you that there are people in worse financial situations, worse genetics, and who have less support than you who have made it work. Just because they never stopped. And don't give me any of that, oh, they're just lucky. They have this in their favor. Sure, that might be the case for some people, but what someone else has accomplished has no correlation to what you can accomplish. So stop comparing yourself to others. Like I said earlier, there are people who have had it worse than you who have made it work, and there's also people who have had it better than you who have made it work. Life isn't fair, and that's just reality. So believe it or not, the main difference between the winners and losers is the ability to get knocked down and get right back up and keep going. Resilience. You can't be a loser if you never quit. The people who are against you will never win if you never quit. I know for me, I really have a deep down desire to achieve my goals, but just having the ability to prove other people wrong is one of the many things that keeps me going. And yeah, you could argue that I'm giving these external forces power over what I want to do with my life, but I have way more reasons why I'm doing what I'm doing instead of just doing things to prove people wrong. That's only a very small part of it. But anyways, having the ability to keep pushing forward when everyone around you is telling you it's not going to work is what's going to separate you from the losers, the people who quit. When you face a failure and everyone around you is saying, oh, at least you tried, maybe next time. Now let's go back into this path that's more safe and stable. And maybe when reality is telling you that it's time to give up, when the devil in your mind is telling you that it's time to give up, you keep going. I'm sorry, but society does not want you to win. So it's instilled these loser mentalities in pretty much everyone. Mentalities that you can't achieve the things you want in life. Society wants you to be 100K in debt with a useless college degree. Society wants you to have an underpaying job. Society wants you to have no way out, to feel trapped. College is a scam, bro. Unless you actually want to do something in law or like the medical field or something, then it is a scam. I wasted 5 years of my life, 30K in debt, and didn't learn a goddamn thing from college. The reason I went is because I didn't know better. And I wanted to do it for my parents. I thought I had to do what everyone else was doing in order to be successful, and that I wasn't good enough to achieve things outside of that. Outside of getting a normal job. Again, I can't go back in time, and everything in my life has happened for a reason, even college. So what you need to take away here is that you can achieve whatever you want in life, despite what society is trying to tell you, despite what everyone else around you is trying to tell you as well. If others have done it, so can you. There's no reason why you can't. As I mentioned, I think everything in my life happens for a reason, even college. even though all I have to show for it is just a piece of paper with my name on it. The amount of time and work I put into college, if I put that into running a business, then I would be miles ahead of where I am now. Because I put a lot of effort into college. I had pretty much straight A's. Never missed an assignment, never missed a class, and I worked my ass off. All I was doing was going to the gym, doing college, and that's pretty much it. Like, I just think to myself, if I invested that 30K into courses, programs, mentorships, into doing something more practical like online business, something that I actually wanted to do, that I would be miles ahead of where I am now. But again, I can't go back in time and everything's happening for a reason. But what you need to keep in mind is that failure should not be avoided. It should actually be welcomed, because at the end of the day, facing failure is going to get you closer and closer to your goals. Think about it this way. Every failure you face is one failure closer to your goal, closer to a win, I should say. And let's not forget that going through hardships when you're trying to achieve the things you want in life is going to make appreciating the outcome significantly higher. I know I said it really wasn't possible, but if for whatever reason you are able to achieve that on your first attempt with ease, no struggle at all, then you're not going to appreciate it as much. You're going to think it's too easy, and you're probably going to take it for granted. But anyways, regardless, you know exactly what you need to do to achieve your goals. You know what the first step looks like. Don't even worry about step 10, step 20, step 30. Don't even worry about those things. Just focus on the step that's right in front of you, the task that is at hand right now. Put your head down, block out distractions, and grind for as long as it's going to take, because the longer you wait, the longer you'll regret it. You don't want to be that person who wishes they started earlier, like myself.